What's up? This for everybody who saw the Patreon video. In the first video we did live when the information was first coming out. There was some other information that was provided that we didn't even know that was conducted in another part of the interview on Hip Hop Spun, where Rahmir and his auntie, or his godmother rather, who we call auntie, but it's his godmom, but she's been like taking care of him since his mom like passed away and stuff. So during that time, you know, they have, every time they went to go file a test or whatever, any type they go to file in the court on Jay, something weird always seemed to happen to them. Now, is there a connection? We don't know. Hit the like button, good people. Don't forget to subscribe to the page. I know some of you are probably just getting in here, so I don't like to repeat myself 1,000 times, which I normally do because I understand some people come in at different times of the video and they come in just late, and then we'll give our thoughts on everything. She stated that while in the parking lot, you know, of where Rahmir was like at now, in the parking lot, his car was shot up. And his car was the only car that was shot up. Had multiple bullet holes into the vehicle. Now, when you do that and you put multiple holes in a vehicle, that's basically was sending a message. Like, we don't want to hurt you, but you can be hurt. It's like an intimidation tactic. Now, what made it worse was the fact that the godmother, they were ringing her doorbell at 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning, ringing her doorbell. Just violently ringing the doorbell at 4 in the morning, driving cars on the lawn. All when it's time to file. Right? Then there's an alleged daughter situation that he had with another woman. And what they had did is they got in contact with the other side, with the other parent. And what they were going to do was bring, you know, the two together and say, well, let's work together and see if we can get this paternity thing, you know, straightened out. No one here is blaming Jay-Z. Seriously, no one's blaming Jay-Z. No one here is saying that he did those things. But every time there's a big filing, these incidents seem to happen to these people. Why isn't that being spoken on? Or why isn't that being investigated? To find out who and, you know, the perpetrators are. Why these things aren't being discussed in the media? Jay-Z alleged son, Rahmir Satterthwaite, actually went, and like I said, they linked up with the other woman that's claiming that the daughter belongs to Jay. And what they actually did, what they were supposed to do, is a sibling test. Since Jay doesn't want to take one to prove who he is, those two were going to take one. And what you might say, well, what does that mean? If it's if those two are connected, saying that those two are siblings, then that strengthens the case that Jay-Z is the father, because that's the connecting piece to those two children. Jay knows that and wants no part. He wants no part of that. And for some reason, that was blocked. Do you believe? It's over the gum. Now, people can make their own their own theories to it. But now, if anything happens to this person, if anything happens to that child, to that guy, Jay-Z is prime suspect number 1, 2, 3, and 4 of his involvement. So I don't think they wanted to harm him because they know this. They want to intimidate, I believe. There's no proof, but the intimidation factor is there to say something could happen to you. Kanye already told us, Jay, I know you got killers. I know you got killers. Please don't send them at me. He got on stage and begged Jay not to kill him in front of the whole world to protect himself. He was very sure that Jay had killers. Now, this is somebody that worked side by side with him, and he was convinced of it. So if he was that adamant about that, and we know Jay has very little empathy, what does this mean in this situation? Once the alleged mother spoke out about Jay, did all of these things start to materialize? Her health declined very rapidly, and she was gone. Another woman who allegedly had an affair with Jay-Z wound up mysteriously just died of natural causes, had a seizure, whatever, in her home. Just mysteriously, out of the blue. And they all had one connection, Jay. But it's not to say he did anything. Just say it's a weird connection, that all these events seem to happen around people and he's connected to all of them. My thing is, if Jay's the father, he might want to work out something where they can have confidentiality. Get with your team. Do it the smart way to where this thing don't kick back to something with the Mann Act. I'm quite sure you could protect yourself. There's other ways. Celebrities have done this all the time. Jay needs to look into that. Prepare is the case as if he's guilty. Because you got too much on the table to have screwed up by all of this. So you might want to look into this. That's if you're Jay. I don't know what's going on with him today. He wants to stay connected to the youth. That's why he got the little Afro wig going on. But, that's what he is today, Yeah, it's what it is. The more this drags out, the worse it's going to become. And I'm like, how can Jay-Z block something that's going on with 2 other people that ain't really, it's really between them and they ain't had nothing to do with them unless he's already made a deal with the other person about the baby girl. But here's another thing. Why would Jay deny that? Why would he not want these things to come up? Because it makes him look like a scumbag in the eyes of businessmen. You know, most people get married just for business. I hope you're aware of this. People get married all the time. Gay people got married. They've made business decisions. You know, these people have made decisions based on their livelihood and their status quo and how they moved and operated. Because, like I told you, I lost a damn $250,000 deal just because I wasn't married. And the dude, they just like, well, one, he's black. Two, he ain't married. You know, and this is a bad look. We can't go to the corporate party with him. He might F our wives. I mean, this is the attitude that's going on. This is the fear. The single guy. And the women in there, they ain't gonna work with him. They all married. And he's the single guy, and he's gonna fear he's gonna take our husbands out on this thing and get everybody, bring them around other women. Like there's just 50,000 women. I don't know what wives think when they get in these situations. They just think like anybody, he's single. Oh God, now he's going to be going out to strip clubs and bars and introducing my husband to women. I'm like, huh? We're going to watch the game. It's just women think that it's a jockeying for control. Like I got him right where I want him. I don't need him getting reintroduced to going to the clubs and everything else. This tampers with my control. And the girl that claimed to be Jay's first daughter, not Blue. You know, it's ridiculous that Jay could block her and Ramir from taking a DNA test to see if those two are related. They were taking what they call the sibling test to see if they're actually siblings, you know. Now, she's 28. She claims that Jay is her father. Now, they were going to take a DNA test. I think he fathered both of these children. In my personal opinion, I think, yeah, they both Jay's kids. But this don't fit the storytell. This don't fit his new image on his life. Jay didn't seem like the type that wanted to be a father at that time or the situation. He just had lack of empathy of anything. I mean, it's just like him saying Blue is Beyonce's daughter, like she gave birth to Blue. And we all sitting here know that didn't happen. You know, like that really was lied to all of us about. You know, the fake pregnancy belly and all of these things that went on. It was just like, why are they doing this? Why did they do this? Why did they go along with this lie? Like, why did they know they had a woman that they paid to have the baby? That's why they rented out the entire floor for privacy. Why the woman was up there giving birth to a baby. And they had Beyonce in there. They had a camera crew. You know, it was ridiculous. Everybody was sworn to secrecy. But we all know as a fact that Beyonce didn't even look like a person that was pregnant. And then when she got pregnant for real, you saw what she looked like when she was pregnant. It was not like what she looked like when she was having Blue. So we know the difference. And we barely even see those kids. Then they went and took a poster shot for a video and had two other kids that weren't theirs playing the role of the twins. It's like, what is going on here? It's weird. But that's their personal thing. That's their business. Like, they run their kids as a corporation, and look, incorporate your children, right? So, I don't know. I let people live in their own psychosis. But do I personally believe these J kids? Yes. But what I believe don't matter. They got to go to court. They got to prove it. you know, and Jay stopped all of this from happening. Apparently, something weird happened to where they were going to take a siblings test and it didn't work out. So I don't know what's going to happen here, but it is what it is. Shouts out to Self Talk. Hit the like button, of course. Subscribe to the page if you're new. Shouts out to Kwame Brown, Bus Life. Don't forget to subscribe to them. Welcome to HDTV, Seahawks, Jose Rodriguez, Blood Boxing, 78 Sports TV, Ticket TV, everybody. Straight Talk. Man, there's so many people out here. Boxing and Basketball with Sean, his page. Yep, it be going up. I try to stay out of a lot of stuff, man. I really do. Because this is the kind of BS I want to avoid. Like, this is some, real serious stuff. But, I don't know how old her mother was. And I didn't go into that because I barely know anything about this girl. I think he was rolling with DeHaven probably at that time. And DeHaven probably know something about this girl more than I would. So it is what it is, But I'm gonna get out of here. All right. So don't forget to subscribe to the page, join the Patreon. It's your boy Carcino for life. In case you wanted to know who it was for real, see my face. It's really me. I'm really doing the damn thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put up the video. You're gonna see the little face with the sunglasses on it. You can click that and subscribe to the page. There's 3 videos I think I'm gonna put up there. 3 videos. You might have seen them before, you might haven't. For the new people, there's always some new people on there. They probably hadn't seen it. And somebody said who I think was gonna win between Jay and Nas. Jay and Nas? Seriously? We doing that? I thought we did that already. We did. Jay don't have a shot in hell. Let me tell you what Jay is and what Nas is. Okay? Nas is a steak dinner that comes with the sides. You get the potatoes. You get some onion, you get some broccoli or whatever. That's a steak dinner. Got your baked potato, whatever you want to have as your sides. You know what Jay-Z is? Pizza. He's your favorite pizza. So whatever favorite pizza of yours you like, Jay is that. Okay? That's the difference between the two. Jay-Z is pizza, your favorite pizza. Nas is a steak dinner. Okay, a full dinner. Jay-Z is pizza. Nas is a complete meal. Do you need to fill in the analogy so you can understand what is what? Jay-Z's good, but it's nothing that's going to really stick to your ribs. It's nothing that's going to give you that full balanced meal, right? You're going to get a bunch of greasy, tastes good while it's there. Then it's gone, it's gone. That full course meal that you're getting, it's going to do its part. It's going to keep you full. It's going to give you all the nutrients you need for that whole day. And you full. And you like, I'm complete. I'm full. So that's the thing. Substance. You get more substance out of Nas than you would Jay. So, I mean, to me, they're 2 different artists. But I can appreciate Jay's work. But a lot of it is going nowhere music. Like, it's cool. Some of them will stick, but it's a lot of songs you could throw basically in a time warp. Like, it was good for that era Like, this song was good from this year to this year. You wouldn't dare play that now. You know, that's where we at. Now, back to those 3 videos in the sunglasses picture. That is coming right now. As I get out of here. It's another great day, great video. I'm out. Blessings.